When we think of Hollywood actresses from the 1980s, we picture their radiant beauty, undeniable charm, and the unforgettable glamour of a golden era. These women were more than just stars. They were icons, mesmerizing audiences with their striking eyes, flawless features, and the kind of screen presence that defined an era. But time spares no one, and some of these once revered beauties join us in today's video as we uncover the astonishing transformations of these legendary stars. Sharon Stone. From Hollywood's ultimate seductress to a symbol of strength. In the 1990s, Sharon Stone stunned the world with her electrifying performance in Basic Instinct, 1992. The unforgettable moment she crossed her legs on screen became one of the most iconic scenes in film history, turning her into the ultimate symbol of seduction. With hits like Casino, 1995, she secured her place among Hollywood's elite, earning a Golden Globe and a coveted Oscar nomination. But even the brightest stars can dim. In 2001, Sharon suffered a devastating stroke, a life-altering event that took years of painful recovery. She had to relearn how to speak and walk, battling complications that changed not only her health, but also her once glamorous appearance. When she finally returned to the public eye, fans were stunned. Her once flawless features now bore the marks of time, her skin showed wrinkles, and her once dazzling gaze carried traces of sorrow. Yet Sharon refused to let adversity define her. Today, she dedicates much of her time to philanthropy, fighting for women's and children's rights. "I am no longer a sex symbol, but I am a symbol of survival," she declared proudly, instead of chasing youth. But while Sharon Stone aged with grace and purpose, Catherine O'Hara's transformation shocked audiences in an entirely different way. Kathleen Turner. From sultry starlet to unbreakable fighter. In the 1980s, Kathleen Turner was the ultimate symbol of beauty and talent. With her unforgettable breakthrough in Body Heat, 1981, she captivated audiences with her signature husky voice and undeniable charisma. Hits like Romancing the Stone, 1984, and Peggy Sue Got Married, 1986, not only earned her prestigious awards, but also cemented her place as one of Hollywood's brightest stars during its golden era. Yet behind the glamour lay struggles only she truly knew. In the 1990s, Kathleen was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, a painful disease that brought daily agony. The harsh medications led to significant weight gain, drastically altering the once glamorous image that had enchanted millions. Deep lines appeared too soon, her once chiseled features became puffy, and the confident stride that once turned heads became a slow, painful limp. By the early 2000s, fans were stunned by her transformed appearance. "Is this really the actress who once ruled Hollywood?" many whispered. Leading roles vanished, and her once thriving career was reduced to smaller supporting parts. But Kathleen refused to fade away. She found a new stage in theater and courageously shared her journey in a memoir. It wasn't just her breathtaking looks that captivated audiences, it was the mystery surrounding her dramatic shift. What really happened to the Hollywood icon who once had the world at her feet? Michael learned America's beloved mother and the shadows behind the spotlight. In the 1970s, if there was one actress who embodied the nation's mother, it was Michael Learned as Olivia Walton in The Waltons, 1972 to 1981. Her heartfelt performance earned her 3 Emmy Awards and cemented her as the ultimate symbol of warmth and sacrifice. To millions of viewers, she wasn't just a TV character, she was a second mother, a comforting presence in their homes. In a candid interview, Michael revealed that filming The Waltons was one of the most difficult periods of her life. Behind the scenes, she was grappling with the collapse of her first marriage and the immense pressure of maintaining her on-screen image. As the years passed, time left its mark on her once glowing face. Now at 84, the effects of aging are undeniable. Her skin has lost its youthful smoothness. Her once bright eyes have dimmed, and her frail frame is a stark contrast to the strong mother figure audiences remember. Yet, Michael refuses to dwell on the past. She found fulfillment in theater, embraced smaller acting roles, and devoted time to writing her autobiography. Olivia Walton is a part of me, but I am not her, she shared. I have made mistakes, I have failed, but I am proud to be true to myself. But while Michael found peace in her later years, not every star of Hollywood's golden era was as fortunate. Catherine O'Hara, the queen of comedy, caught between time and nostalgia. Catherine O'Hara, the beloved comedy star of the 80s and 90s, had audiences roaring with laughter as the frantic yet lovable mom in Home Alone, 1990. Her effortless humor, quirky charm, and radiant smile made her a fan favorite. But her talents went far beyond comedy. She also delivered standout performances in classics like Beetlejuice, 1988, and lent her unforgettable voice to The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. To fans, Catherine was the embodiment of wit, energy, and intelligence. But time spares no one. At 69, Catherine's appearance took many by surprise. The once youthful glow had faded, replaced by deep wrinkles, sagging skin, and a fuller figure. Unlike Kathleen Turner or Sharon Stone, Catherine chose not to dwell on her transformation. Instead, she faced it with humor, just as she had always done. In one TV interview, she quipped, "At least now I don't need makeup to play the old fairy." While laughter softened the truth, there was an undeniable nostalgia in her gaze. But if Catherine O'Hara symbolized endless laughter, Michael touched audiences with a far more poignant story. A national mother adored by millions, yet behind the warm glow of her fame lay hidden struggles few ever knew. Sally Kirkland, a life of passion, etched by time. Sally Kirkland is the embodiment of passion, a woman who has lived and breathed her art with unwavering devotion. More than just an actress, she became a force of nature in Hollywood, pouring heart and soul into every role. Her unforgettable performance in Anna, 1987, earned her a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination, an honor many only dream of. But what truly set Sally apart was her fearless spirit. She never chased fame or fortune, instead dedicating herself to independent and avant-garde films, driven purely by her love for storytelling. Yet, that same passion has left its mark. Now at 82, Sally faces ongoing health struggles, battling chronic pain and the lasting effects of unsuccessful cosmetic procedures. Time has reshaped her once vibrant face. Deep wrinkles, altered features, and weary eyes stand as testaments to the years gone by. Fans who once admired her boundless energy now see a woman who has weathered life's storms, yet refuses to be defined by them. Through it all, Sally remains unshaken. "I have lived a life without regrets. Every wrinkle tells a story," she once declared. And for Sally Kirkland, the stage is never truly empty, because even as the spotlight dims, her spirit continues to shine. Sissy Spacek, from Queen of Horror to timeless icon. Sissy Spacek's name is synonymous with natural talent and versatility. She first captured the world's attention in Carrie, 1976, where she portrayed the tragic and terrifying Carrie White, an innocent girl pushed to the edge, her rage ultimately exploding in a haunting display. With her clear, pained eyes, Sissy created a lasting image that etched itself into the hearts of moviegoers. This role earned her an Oscar nomination and paved the way for a career filled with memorable performances, including her Academy Award-winning role in Coal Miner's Daughter, 1980, and her powerful turn in the Bedroom, 2001. But as the years go by, time leaves its mark on us all. At 74, Sissy Spacek still carries a quiet charm, though the passage of time is evident in her wrinkled skin and more reserved expression. Her once bright eyes are now quieter, reflective of a life well lived. Yet, rather than focus on outward appearances, Sissy finds joy in her family, her garden, and taking on a few small TV roles, which she says help her stay connected to life. Sissy once said, "I don't need to be beautiful forever. True beauty lies in what you leave behind." And though her appearance may have changed, her legacy as an icon in the hearts of audiences remains as strong as ever. Kathy Coleman, a childhood star and the echoes of the past. For millions of children growing up in the 1970s, Kathy Coleman was a familiar face, forever etched in their memories as Holly Marshall from Land of the Lost, 1974 to 1976. With her golden locks and bright, adventurous spirit, she brought innocence and wonder to the prehistoric world of the hit TV series. At just 12 years old, Kathy captivated audiences with her natural charm, becoming a beloved young star whose presence lit up the screen. But early fame can be a heavy burden. When the show ended, Kathy quietly stepped away from Hollywood, retreating from the spotlight that had once embraced her. For decades, her name faded into nostalgia, her youthful image preserved only in reruns and cherished memories. Fans who once adored her were left wondering, where had she gone? Now, at 61, Kathy occasionally makes appearances at Land of the Lost fan events, though her presence often sparks surprise. Time has reshaped her once familiar face, with gaunt features and tired eyes replacing the fresh-faced girl audiences remember. While some lament the path her career never took, Kathy remains at peace with her choices. In a rare reflection, she shared that life beyond Hollywood gave her the tranquility she had longed for. Diana Muldaur. The quiet wisdom behind a glorious career. In the 80s, Diana Muldaur was the epitome of grace, intelligence, and strength on screen. Known for her memorable roles in Star Trek, The Next Generation, and L.A. Law, Diana was celebrated not only for her exceptional acting, but also for her poised and confident presence. As Dr. Catherine Pulaski in Star Trek, she portrayed a strong, independent, and sharp-witted woman, making her one of the most memorable feminist icons in science fiction. In L.A. Law, she continued to shine with her portrayal of Rosalind Shays, a complex and compelling character that earned her 2 Emmy nominations. Behind her celebrated career, Diana faced the demands and sacrifices that come with the entertainment industry. As the pressures mounted, she made the bold decision to leave Hollywood in the late 90s, seeking a quieter, more peaceful life, far from the glare of the spotlight. Now, at 85, Diana lives in a tranquil seaside home, enjoying the peace of her garden and the company of her pets. The rare glimpses of her today leave a lasting impression. Her once flawless face is now marked with wrinkles, and her eyes, once full of vitality, have quieted with age. Her petite frame and slightly stooped posture remind us that time has taken its toll. Yet, despite the changes in her appearance, Diana Muldaur remains a timeless symbol of intelligence and elegance in the hearts of her fans. Meg Foster. The haunting beauty and the shadows of time. Some actresses leave a lasting impression with just one glance, and Meg Foster is one of them. With piercing blue eyes, often compared to an angelic light, she captivated audiences from the moment she stepped on screen. Her striking looks and commanding presence made her unforgettable, whether she was portraying the enigmatic Evelyn in Masters of the Universe, 1987, or taking on the role of Chris Cagney in Cagney and Lacey, 1982. Meg wasn't just beautiful, she had an aura that was both delicate and powerful, drawing people in with her magnetic presence. But time has dimmed the angelic glow that once set her apart. Now at 75, Meg's recent appearances have left many stunned. Her once smooth skin is lined with deep wrinkles, her cheeks have hollowed, and her mesmerizing blue eyes, once full of fire, now carry a quiet weariness. Yet even as time reshapes her appearance, Meg Foster's eyes still hold something unforgettable. But if Meg Foster is a symbol of mystery, the next star embodies raw passion and a heart forever scarred. Kathy Silvers, from sitcom queen to timeless soul. Kathy Silvers was a beloved face on American television, best known for her role as Jenny Piccolo on the iconic sitcom Happy Days, 1980 to 1984. As the daughter of comedy legend Phil Silvers, Kathy carried on her father's charm and wit, effortlessly portraying a character who was both endearing and funny. Her presence on the show added lighthearted moments to the series, making Happy Days a cherished memory for viewers across the country. Yet, Kathy's time in the spotlight was brief. After Happy Days wrapped up, she appeared in a few smaller projects, but never reached the same heights of success. Now, at 62, Kathy has returned to the public stage, leaving many surprised by how much she's changed. The young and radiant girl fans once knew now has a face marked by wrinkles and a more relaxed figure. But true to her nature, Kathy embraces her transformation with humor. "I used to be part of Happy Days, and now I'm part of old age," she joked in a recent interview. Though not the star she once was, Kathy's spirit remains as warm and charming as ever, showing that time may pass, but some things never lose their appeal. Sally Struthers, a comedy star, who weathered life's highs and lows. For millions of Americans in the 70s and 80s, Sally Struthers was a household name, lighting up screens as Gloria Stivic on the legendary sitcom All in the Family, 1971 to 1978. With her natural comedic timing and infectious charm, Sally became a beloved figure, helping the show cement its place in pop culture history. Her portrayal earned her 2 Emmy Awards, proving she was more than just a sitcom star, she was a true talent. Beyond live-action roles, she also lent her voice to animated classics like Dinosaurs, 1991 to 1994, endearing herself to yet another generation. But while her career thrived, controversy followed. As the face of high-profile charity campaigns, Sally faced backlash from critics who accused her of using these efforts for self-promotion. The scrutiny took its toll, leading her to step away from the spotlight for years. Now, at 76, Sally lives a quiet life in the countryside, far removed from Hollywood's fast pace. Fans who see her today are often surprised. Her once youthful glow has given way to a fuller figure, lined features, and eyes that now carry the weight of time. Yet, true to her spirit, Sally hasn't abandoned the stage completely, occasionally performing in local theater productions. For her, comedy was never just a career, it was her way of leaving a lasting mark on the world. Rae Dawn Chong, a star who shined on her own terms. Rae Dawn Chong, the daughter of comedy legend Tommy Chong, never needed to stand in her father's shadow. She carved her own path to stardom. With her striking features and expressive eyes, Rae made an unforgettable impact in Quest for Fire, 1981, earning praise for her raw and powerful performance. Her success continued with Commando, 1985, and The Color Purple, 1985, cementing her place as one of the most captivating stars of the 80s. Whether on screen or the red carpet, Rae exuded confidence, effortlessly blending beauty with a rebellious, free-spirited charm. But fame, as always, is fleeting. By the late 90s, leading roles became scarce, and Rae found herself taking on smaller projects in lesser-known independent films. Eventually, she chose to step away from Hollywood, retreating to a quieter life in Canada. Now at 62, Rae Dawn is almost unrecognizable from her 80s heyday. Time has softened her once radiant glow. Her skin now bears the marks of age, and her once sparkling eyes carry a quiet wisdom. These days, she focuses on directing and occasionally reconnects with fans at nostalgia events. Though she may no longer command the spotlight, Rae Dawn Chong remains an unforgettable part of 80s Hollywood history. Ali MacGraw, a love story icon, and the quiet life beyond fame. In the 1970s, Ali MacGraw was the epitome of Hollywood elegance, captivating audiences with her role in the beloved romance love story, 1970. Her portrayal of a young woman caught in a heartbreaking love affair with Ryan O'Neal left millions in tears, and the unforgettable line, "Love means never having to say you're sorry," became a part of cinematic history. With her striking beauty and effortless sophistication, Ali wasn't just a movie star. She was a fashion icon, gracing the covers of top magazines and defining an era. But behind the glamour, her personal life was far from picture perfect. After reaching the peak of her fame, Ali endured a painful divorce from legendary producer Robert Evans, followed by a turbulent relationship with Steve McQueen. The emotional toll of these struggles slowly pulled her away from the spotlight, and her once thriving career began to dim. Now, at 84, Ali has left Hollywood far behind, choosing a peaceful life in New Mexico, where she dedicates her time to writing and animal welfare. The timeless beauty who once stole hearts now carries the marks of a life well lived, her hair silver, her skin lined with age, yet her gentle eyes still shine with wisdom. A symbol of grace and resilience, Ali MacGraw remains proof that true beauty never fades. Victoria Jackson. From SNL star to a life of surprises. Victoria Jackson was one of the most unforgettable comedy stars of Saturday Night Live, SNL, during its golden years from 1986 to 1992. With her signature high-pitched voice, offbeat charm, and delightfully quirky performances, she quickly became a beloved presence on television. Whether playing wide-eyed, eccentric characters or delivering sharp comedic timing, Victoria had a way of making audiences laugh effortlessly. After leaving SNL, she set out to carve her own path in comedy films and television, but success didn't come as easily as before. As her career slowed down, Victoria made headlines for her outspoken political views and controversial statements, drawing mixed reactions from fans and critics alike. In recent years, she has re-emerged with a noticeably different appearance, her figure fuller, her face showing the passage of time, and her once playful eyes reflecting a quieter presence. Now at 64, Victoria leads a more private life, making occasional appearances at fan events and performing comedy at smaller gatherings. Though her transformation has surprised many, her legacy as one of SNL's most unique and unforgettable performers remains intact, forever etched in the memories of those who loved her. Teri Garr, a life of laughter, strength, and resilience. Teri Garr has long been a beloved name in Hollywood, enchanting audiences with her quick wit and effortless charm. From her hilarious roles in Young Frankenstein, 1974, to Tootsie, 1982, she proved time and again that comedy was her gift. With her radiant smile and impeccable timing, Teri became a staple of classic cinema, earning an Oscar nomination for Tootsie and securing her place as one of the industry's most versatile actresses. But behind the laughter was a story of quiet struggle. In 1999, Teri was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a relentless disease that gradually stole her mobility and forced her to step away from the spotlight. Over the years, her once vibrant presence has softened. Now 79, she walks more slowly, her face lined with time, and her expressive eyes carry traces of the challenges she has faced. Yet, through it all, Teri has never lost her signature humor. "I've lived my life laughing, and I'll keep laughing, no matter what," she once said. Today, she devotes her time to writing and advocating for multiple sclerosis awareness, proving that her legacy isn't just in comedy, it's in the courage and resilience that continue to inspire so many. The stars of the 1980s left a lasting mark with their talent and beauty, but time has brought surprising transformations. Which icon left the deepest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments. All information in this video comes from reputable sources and is for reference only. If you enjoyed this look back at Hollywood, support the channel by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Thank you for watching. See you next time for more fascinating stories.